What up, Folkadokes? Graphics Rogue here, and today we will be playing Napoleon Total War. I shall be playing as France, while my enemy, on the far side of this village, will be playing as Austria. This nice village full of nice defensible positions and defensible housings. This shall be the battleground, or at least I think it will be. At least it should be, with all these nice positions to keep yourself defended from. My enemy is sending up some infantry on his right, on my left, and I will be moving up my guys here. Starting to move up my infantry and my artillery. I want to get them first off into these little gaps. There's a lot of little choke points and gaps on this battlefield. It's a really interesting battlefield we got going on over here. Got my flanks protected by these fusiliers and some more of these line infantry. Do I have any? No, I don't have any light infantry over here. All my light infantry I have on my left flank. They are protected by some line infantry and some cavalry units, lancers, and I think one dragoon maybe. So I'm sending up my cavalry, waiting for or preparing any enemy advances with my enemy's cavalry through my flanks. But I'm first setting up these cavalry here into the gap area, because I anticipate my enemy will be running towards this village to try to take it before I do. And I'm starting to send up my units to try to get there first. I got my infantry moving up, but I'm moving up carefully. But I notice around at this point, my enemy doesn't seem to be moving his main line up. I think he thinks it's better off to keep the position he has, because he's got a slight incline here. He's got a slight hill advantage here, so he decides to keep that advantage. So his main line is going to stay back here, while he sends some flanking units over here with his some Archduke Charles Legion, some Hungarian Fusiliers, and he's going to try to take out my flank over here with these mainline infantry. But we are beginning to strike back. I got my line infantry spread out in front of some regular line infantry. And we are going to move up at some point. We are going to be able to have both of our infantry taking shots off, putting shots off on his infantry over here, and that'll be double the killing power. I'm gonna move up my light infantry pretty slowly and carefully, and I'm starting to move up my light infantry and line infantry over in this area as well, to try to get into this forest, take the forest, and maybe flank around on his infantry he's got over here. On the other side of my flank, he sent his cavalry in to try to take out the infantry I had over here, then come around, maybe smack me on the back. But I saw what he was doing, and I got into square formation in time. And his cavalry got wrecked up pretty hard by my square formation, and he decided to pull back because he wasn't doing anything but losing men against my square. So we've got one unit over here defending against two cav units, but as long as I position my square units and put my unit in square in time, I would be able to hold them back. Over here we captured a building, but he is starting to rain down some artillery fire on it, trying to put down the building around it, trying to kill as many of my men as he can early. And he is putting ahead his strong units. He's got Archduke Charles Legion, got some Hungarian Fusiliers. He is putting them ahead, trying to get some crossfire shots with some of these guys. And we are duking it out. He is killing a lot of my guys. He's routed one of my Voltigeurs. I still got a lot of light infantry over here helping out to try to knock him out here. See, I've routed this unit over here. He did not see. I sent in my cavalry to charge at his unit over here, and it routed them, pretty much broke them. At this point, he went into square formation. So I made sure not to attack that unit, but I wanted to make sure that this unit ran and it didn't come back. So I charged that unit, and then when I was satisfied, I took the unit away. I'm bringing some of my cavalry and infantry units into these forests over here. We are planning on getting a sneaky flanking attack on the sides of his infantry over here, what infantry he does have left. And we are making short work of his Hungarian Fusiliers here. We are just cutting them up. They're down to 65 men. And with his men over here in square formation, they are a lot easier to deal with. On the other side of my flank, I've pretty much routed one of his cav units. I was chasing after them, trying to finally drive them off, and I see he's going in for the attack. So we just, I didn't get square formation off in time, so we're in the middle of a fight right there. I'm not sure if we're going to win that or not, but I should have got square formation off in time. Over here, I'm trying to line my infantry up. I pulled my infantry out of this house because he was just bombing it to
Our men are running, sir.
So yeah, he routed my guys over here. His cavalry charge was strong enough to just tear right through my line infantry over here, and without square formation, they just made them rout. Are they shattered? Yeah, they're shattered, so they're done. But this cav unit is still relatively strong, so they can still be a danger. Over here, we are starting to try to line up our guys in a successful formation to try to deal with his advanced infantry over here. Try to knock them out as best we can. His artillery is still aiming for the house, not realizing that we're not in the house anymore. While over here, we completely surrounded and flanked his units, and we are just taking out his units one by one over here. He charged one of my units. Oh shit. I'm not sure if that's him or us. No, that was a grenade. That was me. I threw a bunch of grenades over here to try to kill as many of them as I could, but he charged one of my light infantry and he knocked them out. That light infantry is gone. But we are head to head with this infantry unit over here. We are trying to take them out as quickly as we can. We've got another building captured over here, trying to use a more defensible position, but now he's starting to bombard this building with the infantry, so it won't be able to stay here very long. But it'll be able to last for a little while. We have routed some of his units over here. They're getting torn up by my crossfire and my overwhelming numbers in this area. He is still not bothered coming up to challenge my dominance of the village. He has decided to hold this hillish area in the back right next to the mountain.
Our men are running, sir.
And that is how he has chosen to make his final stand, right up against the back. His back's up against the mountain. And he has routed one of my units over here. He must have charged them. Yeah, he charged this unit over here, but he is running out of soldiers. He's still got some cavalry dragoons over here, but we have charged them, trying to slow them down and trying to take as many out as we can. On the far flank over here, it seems maybe he's forgotten about this cavalry with all that's going on over here, because it would have been a perfect position for him to get some hard strikes at some of my guys there. But that's lucky for me.
Sir.
Over here, he's routed another one of my units. They are broken, not shattered, so they may come back. But these dragoons, they're pretty tough against non-square formation units. But we are sending our cavalry after his cavalry, and they are shattered. They are done for. We send our cavalry, after his infantry. This flank is won. This flank, we have defeated our enemies on this flank. We completely surrounded and slaughtered our enemies with a combination of crossfire from our light infantry and line infantry and cavalry charges. So that is how we won this flank. Now we will be able to move up ahead down this hill. He's got some spikes set up, but I will not fall for that. We will slowly and carefully move down this area, and we will try to envelop our enemy from both sides, from our left, middle, and no, not from our right, because we don't have much going on our right. But we will try to take them as well as we can. We pushed some units past this ridge over on this side, so that'll be some of our our right push. Our push on the right here. We charged one of these units, I think. Yeah. I guess we thought we could deal with them in a charge. Oh, that guy got gutted right there. But we are starting to move ahead. I guess I thought my guys were keen for a charge because they outnumbered them. I'm not quite sure if it was successful or not, but we are charging these guys, trying to take out his weakest units. He's not maneuvering. He should have been maneuvering his guys to try to deal with the backs of these guys over here. He should have moved them to the side to try to take shots off at these guys. But I got a pretty good charge off on these guys. These German Fusiliers are getting torn up. We charged these guys and they are routed. We have won that charge over there. And over here he has sent his cavalry finally, but I noticed him. And I didn't want him to get any devastating charges in the backs of my infantry here, so I put him in square formation and he just ran into a brick wall. His cavalry got slaughtered against my square. Put all these units in a square so he couldn't sneakily get any of the other units. So he had no choice but to die against my square. And I am slowly moving up these units over here, trying carefully not to get my cavalry caught up into these
Our
spikes.
men are running, sir!
And they are routed. These guys could not... They are broken too. They are both broken. My unit and their unit were broken. Probably at the sight of these guys coming in. That probably broke their morale, like, oh, we don't want to fight another unit. So both these units were broken. But they are broken, so they may come back. And so are they, actually. They may come back as well. But he put his units in a square formation. I think my enemy thought square formation was a good defensive position against all types of attacks, but that is not the case. Square formation is great against cavalry charges, but it is not great against a line of infantry shooting at them. And my enemy, I'm pretty sure he thought
The men are fatigued,
it would protect
and
against
must rest a while.
most different kinds of attacks. So I think another one of my guys may have been running. Not sure what that was. But we are just duking it out in the middle. I sent my main infantry line to face his main infantry line. And we are just taking shots at each other here. We are beginning to slowly envelop his guys over here. I wanted to try to hit him with some cavalry charges, but he got all his guys into square formation. I believe everyone in this line, except for the main middle line over here, are in square formation. I wanted to finish him off with some cavalry charges, but I held back because he put himself into square formation. So I will just be trying to whittle him down with my light infantry and my line infantry, try to get some crossfires off on his guys. Got a cavalry unit waiting in the woods over here, hidden. They will be hiding until the proper moment, until I feel it is ready to strike, until he gets himself out of square formation. Because I'm not going to try to attack him while he is in square formation. That will be deadly. But he's got these howitzers left. He's got one howitzer left. I sent my cavalry after these guys because I saw they were not in square formation. So I decided I want to take out these guys and his general. So I was able to sneak my cavalry through this area, and we just charged his main line of infantry over here. They are just slowly getting knocked out. That unit is done. That unit got routed. Now we are slowly trying to position ourselves all around these units, all around what line infantry he has left from his main line. And we are just trying to tear them apart with as many musket shots as we can. And that unit is broken. The German Fusiliers from the main line have been broken. And so have these guys. Shattered. German Fusiliers shattered. Now I send my cavalry to finish off his general. His general are all alone fighting my cavalry, and they're just getting torn up. He's still got his guys in square formation, trying desperately to defend himself. And he has given quite a hurt to my guys. We've taken out one of his cavalry, one of his artillery units, and I think I'm able to get some shots. Yeah, I'm charging his artillery unit over here because it's all alone, and his square formation isn't going to be perfect for defending against this charge against his howitzers over here. But they are broken. They don't want no part of this. They're like, nope, we're not dealing with a charge from these fuckers. We are going. Goodbye, goodbye. They are running their asses off. It was like, nope. But at this point, I just wanted to finish my enemy off. So I was like, fuck it, charge, man, charge with everything I have. Because I know what the amount of numbers I have. Even in square formation, we are going to just tear them apart. We are charging right through them, breaking up their square formation, cutting them down. And this battle is pretty much over. They have 2 units left. This was a great battle.
One of our units.
This was a fine battle indeed. I think we have another loss. I'm not sure. I think that's no, I don't know. Not listening to the sound right now because I don't have my headphones on, and recording with the sound on isn't great. But these guys are routed. The French forces have successfully defeated the vile swine of Austria. Long live the Empire of France. So my opponent was a great opponent. That was a fine battle indeed. I like that battlefield. All the hilly areas. That was a really interesting battlefield. Napoleon has a lot of interesting battlefields. Napoleon and Shogun 2, I would say, have a lot of great interesting battlefields. A lot more variety than, say, Rome 2 or other such total wars. Let's see what I got here. I did not utilize my artillery well. I may as well not even brought them. I did not use them well. But I didn't have to because I used my line infantry and my cavalry very well. I got a lot of kills with these line infantry and these dragoons. I used them pretty well. General staff got no kills. Well, that's okay. And these Voltigeurs, they got some pretty good kills too. So I believe I utilized my maneuvering properly in that battle. I defended what needed to be defending. I made sure I didn't leave my light infantry undefended against hordes of enemy line infantry. So I think I did pretty well there. I'm your graphics rogue, and I will see you next time. Peace.